Everyone. So today we are going to discuss test 29 and obviously the first part is the objective part and we are going to start with the first question. Right. If alpha beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, then write the value of alpha square plus alpha beta plus beta square. Right. Now whenever we get such kind of questions, right, जहाँ पे alpha beta involved होते हैं, let's just check whether I can find the roots of the equation directly or not. Right? So first of all, let's multiply by minus 1. So this is x square minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. Right? Now, if you look carefully, I can easily factorize it. Right? I can see the factors x minus 5 into x minus 2. That means the roots are 2 and 5. Right? जिसकी वैल्यू निकालनी है alpha square plus alpha beta plus beta square. Right, now let's take alpha to be 2, so 2 square plus alpha 2 and let's take beta as 5, so 2 into 5 plus beta square, that is 5 square. Right, so 4 plus 10 plus 25, that is 14 plus 25, I can say 39, which is your answer. Obviously, you can use the other method where you involve alpha plus beta, alpha beta, but I think this is a better method, it's shorter. Alright, so the next one. If x equal to a, y equal to b is the solution of the pair of equations, then write the value of 12a plus 5b. I need the value of this expression. So basically, if I know the value of a and the value of b, I can find the value of the expression, right? Now a and b, I know is the solution of this pair of equations. So let's find the solution. So solutions के लिए, if you can see the coefficients 13, 11, 11, 13. So एक बार add कर ले दोनों equations को. Let's add the two. Now my equations are 13x plus 11y equal to 19 and the second equation is 11x plus 13y equal to 5. Right? Now if I add them up, I'll get 24x plus 24y equal to 24. Right? As you can see, I have a better equation now, x plus y equal to 1. Right? I added the equations and I got a very nice equation. Now, the other is, let's subtract the two. Let's subtract the two equations now. जैसे subtract करूँगी, sign change, sign change, sign change. I'll get 2x minus 2y equal to 19 minus 5, that is 14, right? Hopefully 14. So from here again I have a very nice equation which is x minus y equal to 7. I need these solutions, so let's add them up first. So I'll get 2x equal to 8 or x equal to 4. Now x equal to 4, just substitute it here and you will get the value of y which is minus 3. Right? Now that means solution आ चुका है मेरे पास. Now I know that x equal to 4 और वहाँ पे x equal to a. So a is equal to 4. B is equal to minus 3. Just substitute the values here and you'll get your answer, which should be 33. Alright, so the next one. Write the value of P so that this pair of equations does not have a unique solution. It should not have a unique solution. Okay, now first of all, let's talk about the unique solution. Now, unique solution condition is A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Right? This is the condition for unique solution. But I do not want a unique solution. Does not have a unique solution. Right? So what will that imply? I don't want the unique solution. That means this condition should be false. Right? अगर ये false होनी चाहिए, that means I am looking for A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2. This is the condition that I am looking for, because this will make sure that the pair does not have a unique solution. Right? So let's apply this condition. A1 by A2, which is P plus 7 whole divided by 3 should be equal to B1 by B2, which is minus 2 into P plus 1 whole divided by minus 2. Right? Obviously, you will cross multiply and you will get P as 2 and you will write your answer as 0, 2. Alright, so the next one. A man can row a boat downstream at 16 km per hour, downstream at 16 km per hour and upstream at 12 km per hour. Write the speed of the boat in km per hour that the man can row in still water, right? So I am interested in speed of boat in still water, right? So I will suppose that. And since we are mathematicians and my usual joke is that we are not creative, so I will assume the speed to be x kilometer per hour. Right? Now he is talking about downstream and upstream, right? That means there has to be some speed upstream as well. Right? So let that be y kilometer per hour. Now downstream. Now downstream is the speed of the boat and the speed of the stream. They are in the same direction. So if they are going in the same direction, their speed should add up. So which will give me x plus y. This is the downstream speed, and which is also given to be equal to 60. Right? Then upstream, that means the speed of boat and speed of river, they are opposite to each other. So speed will decrease. So I will subtract. So x minus y. And the speed is given to be 12. Right? I am interested in the value of x basically. Right? So let's eliminate y. So add the two equations, you will get x as 14 and that's the answer. Alright, so the next question. If alpha beta are the roots of the equation, then write the value of this expression, where obviously alpha betas are involved. Right? Now first of all, let's look whether I can find the value of alpha and beta straight away. So let's simplify the quadratic equation. So let's open this up. So x square plus 4 plus 4x minus 4x minus 2 minus 6 equal to 0. Right? This and this gets cancelled. This is nothing but x square minus 4. Right? Minus 4 equal to 0. That means x has the value either 2 or minus 2. I know the values of alpha and beta. That means you can take alpha as 2, you can take beta as minus 2. Just substitute this. Even though answer dikh raha hai kya hoga, just substitute these values and you'll get the answer as 1. So you'll write the answer as 0, 1. Now, obviously you could have used what? Alpha plus beta, alpha beta relationship between coefficients and roots. But in this case, it would have been tiny bit longer. Because alpha raised to 5, beta raised to 5. You have to use the identities. So I think this method is much better. Alright, so the next one. An examination is conducted for students of class 10 if the average marks of the class is 9 more than the number of students. Okay, and also the sum of individual marks of all the students is 850, then write the number of students in the class. Now first of all, what we need to find out, let's suppose it. Let the number of students in the class be n. Right? Now I know that the average marks is what? It is 9 more than the number of students. Right? So that means the average marks, that is n plus 9. But also average marks, can't I use the method of mean? Average marks will be what? Sum of all marks whole divided by number of students. Now sum of all marks. Sum of individual marks of all the students. So sum is given to me, which is 850. Right? Now, this divided by number of students, which I suppose it to be n. Right? Average marks. Let's equate. Right? Now, obviously cross multiply. So, n into n plus 9 is equal to 850. Now, obviously you will get a quadratic equation which you can solve easily. But n is a natural number, right? Answer to dekhiye. N is a natural number. N plus 9. That means इन दोनों के बीच में difference है 9. So सोचता है अब 20 and 29 लेने. Now 20 into 29, that is 580. So I need a number bigger than 20, right? So next मेरे को 0 भी बनाना ना, so मैं ले लेती हूँ next 25 and उससे next ले लेती हूँ 34. क्या करना? 25 into 34. 25 into 30, that is 750 plus 25 into 4, which is 100. So 750 plus 100, that is 850. So that means n has to be 25. You could use obviously the method of solving the quadratic equation, but answer was there in front of you. Alright, so the next one. write the magnitude of k for which the equations this and this represent the dependent system of equations. Now he is talking about the magnitude. Now let's first find k itself. Now k kahan pe involved ho raha hai? Yahan pe, yahan. K is getting involved here, and I know that this pair of linear equations is dependent. One equation is dependent on the other. That means the condition is a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2 should be equal to c1 by c2. Right? So a1 by a2 as in 6 by 2k square should be equal to b1 by b2 minus 2 by minus 6 should be equal to c1 by c2. So that is minus 3 whole divided by 2k minus 3. Right? Now let's find the value of k. Obviously, first of all, I'll equate these two. So यहाँ से cross multiply करते हैं. Now cross multiply के minus 2 by minus 6 है, right? 1 by 3 लिख लो उसको. And similarly, यहाँ पे 2 and 6 है, यहाँ पे 3. I'll make my life easier. Right? So let's cross multiply. So k square turns out to be 9. Right? So k will either be plus 3 or minus 3. Alright, now let's equate these two. Now let's cross multiply. So 2k minus 3 is equal to minus 9. Right? So 2k is equal to minus 6, k is equal to minus 3. Now this should be satisfied and this should be satisfied. So k equal to minus 3 दोनों में आ रहा है. So I can say k is equal to minus 3. But I need the magnitude of k. Right? So magnitude of minus 3, which is 3. You will write your answer as 0, 3. Alright, so the next one. Write the discriminant of the equation. Now discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So b in this case is 10. So 10 square. Minus 4. A is 3 root 3. Into c, which is root 3. Right? So this is 100 minus 4 into 3 into 3. So 4 into 9, which is 36. So this is 64. Answer is 64. Alright, so the next one. Write the value of m square plus c square if line y is equal to mx plus c passes through these 2 points. Now m square plus c square. Right? If I somehow get to know the value of m and c, I can find the value of the expression. Now, m is involved here and c is involved here. And I know that the line passes through these 2 points. Now, if the line passes through 2, 1, that means it will satisfy it. So, replace x by 2. So, m into 2 plus c equal to, now I need to replace y by 1. So, equal to 1. Right? So, from here I get 2m plus c equal to 1. Similarly, from the other. Now, I know that 3, 5 will lie on this line. So, let's write it. So, 5. And here I'll get 3x plus c. 3m plus c. X की जगह 3, y की जगह 5. I hope you know that. Right? अब m and c की value निकालनी है. पहले तो pair of linear equations. We can eliminate c easily. So, subtract it, subtract it, subtract it. So, m minus m turns out to be minus 4, m turns out to be 4. Right? Now just substitute the value of m over here. So c will be what? Now 2m plus c equal to 1. So 2 into 4 plus c equal to 1. So I can say that c is equal to minus 7. Right? I need m square plus c square. So 16 plus 49, which is what? 65. Alright, so the next one. Write the smallest natural number m for which the equation has rational roots. Now, condition is on rational roots. Now, first check whether the coefficients are rational numbers or not. Definitely rational, 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 right? And I need to check whether it has rational roots or not. So, that means I need to check whether discriminant is a perfect square or not, right? So, सबसे पहले तो discriminant निकालते हैं. Discriminant should be a perfect square. Right, now discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Now b square is minus m plus 2. So minus m plus 2 whole square minus 4. A is m plus 1 and c is 2. Right, now let's see. This becomes m square plus 4 plus 4m minus 8m, right, minus 8. So basically, I'll get my discriminant as m square minus 4m minus 4. This is my discriminant. Now, if I want the equation to have rational roots, this should be a perfect square. And he says, write the smallest natural number m for which it has rational roots. Or I can say, write the smallest m for which this becomes a perfect square. Right, smallest one. So let's check. Now, smallest natural number 1. Right, so m equal to 1 के लिए discriminant check करो. M equal to 1 के लिए, this is 1 minus 4 minus 4 is a negative here. Okay, I will not try anything. M equal to 2 के लिए try करो. Then m is equal to 3. Then m equal to 4. And then m equal to 5 के लिए definitely try कर लेना because answer is 0, 5. Alright, so the next one. Which of the following quadratic equation has two distinct real roots? Now, condition for two distinct real roots. Discriminant should be greater than 0. Right? For which quadratic equation does is the discriminant greater than 0? I should say, not done. Is the discriminant greater than 0? Now let's check. Now, if you look carefully, यहाँ पे negative, negative, positive, negative. Okay? And यहाँ पे positive, positive, negative, positive. Now, एक ही केस में यहाँ पे negative है. हाँ. X square plus 18x minus 17 equal to 0. Now, discriminant is what? B square minus 4ac. Right? अब ये तो negative है. Minus 4 से multiply होगा तो positive हो जाएगा. B square plus positive quantity will definitely be greater than 0. So that means option C should be the correct one. बारी बारी निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है. I think observation से you could have easily done that. Alright, so the next question, the area of the triangle formed by the lines. Now lines बना देते हैं सबसे पहले. So coordinate plane. Right. Now first line is this. Now of course this is an objective paper. I will not make the table. Directly लिखेंगे हम point. Right. Put y as 0. X is 6. So 6, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, first point. Then put x as 0. Y is 4. So 0, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Second point. Right. And I know that 2 points will determine a line. So my line is something like this. Right. Okay. Now the second line, put y as 0, x is 1. So 1, 0 as in this point. Then put y is 0. No, even x को 0 put करो. So y is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is here. So 0, minus 1. This point. Let's join the two. Right. This is 0, minus 1, and this was 0, 4. Right. Okay. Now, I need to find the area of triangle formed by the lines. Lines to bana li. And x equal to 0. Now, x equal to 0. A line where x is 0. That is obviously my y-axis. So, this line. So, a triangle bounded by this, and this. That means I am talking about this triangle. And I need the area of this. Right. Obviously, area of triangle as in half base into height. Now base ये consider कर लो. Now this is the origin. Now this distance is 4 and this is 1. That means the entire distance is what? 4 plus 1, which is 5. So base is 5 into height. Height will be ascertained from here, right? From this point, because if I drop a perpendicular, that will give me the height. Now this is nothing but the x coordinate of this point. X coordinate निकालना. X coordinate निकाल लेते हैं. As you can see, this point lies on this line as well as on this line. That means this is the point of intersection, and I need the x coordinate of point of intersection. Right? So point of intersection निकालना है. So let's solve it. So 2x plus 3y equal to 12. I need x. That means I'll try to eliminate y. So y के coefficient same करते हैं. यहाँ पे 3 है, यहाँ पे -3 है. So multiply this equation by 3. So 3x minus 3y minus 3 equal to 3 कर देते हैं. Right? Now let's add the two equations. 5x equal to 15. So x will be 3. Right? So that means this distance will be 3. Height is 3. So this is 15 by 2, or I can say the answer is 7.5 square units. Alright, so the next question. A pair of linear equations is said to be inconsistent. Now, inconsistent as in no solution. Now, no solution की condition क्या होती है? A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, not equal to C1 by C2. So, option C is the correct one. Alright, now next is the case study. Now, as I said in the previous video, that we have to devote a sufficient amount of time to the beginning paragraph. Until unless you don't devote the time, you will not get all the questions, right? So please devote at least 4 to 5 minutes on this paragraph. Now let's see what I mean when I say devote your time. It's not just reading it. You have to analyze what he's saying, right? Okay, so let's read it now. Consider the graph of y is equal to f of x, where f of x is a polynomial of degree n. Now, graph consider करना है y is equal to f of x. F of x is a polynomial of any degree. It can be a quadratic, it can be a cubic, it can be a biquadratic, any degree polynomial. Right? Okay. If f of p into f of q is less than 0, if f of p into f of q is less than 0. Now, first of all, whatever the condition is, first let me try to understand what does this mean, right? Now, obviously, it is a product of two quantities, but do I know what I mean by f of p? So, let's try to analyze that f of p. What will that mean? Now, my graph was y is equal to f of x, right? Now, f of x को एक quadratic polynomial ले लेते हैं. So, let that be ax square plus bx plus c. Right? Now, he is talking about f of p. F of p. That means x have been replaced by p. Check करें. So, f of p. यहाँ पे किया, यहाँ पे भी करोगे. Is equal to a into p square plus b into p plus c. That means f of p is nothing but the value of the polynomial at x equal to p. Do you understand that? F of p is value of polynomial at x equal to p. Right? And also this value can be ascertained from the y coordinate. Right? Okay. So I understand what does f of p mean. Now can you tell me what does f of q mean? Similarly, f of q is value of polynomial at x equal to q. Right? Okay. So now I understand the individual terms. Now let's try to understand this condition. Right? Okay. Now he says product of two quantities is less than 0. Product of two quantities is negative. That means either first is positive, second has to be negative, or first is negative, second has to be positive. These are the only two scenarios in which that is possible. Now he says if that is the case, if product of the two values is less than 0, then one of the roots of f of x equal to 0, one of the roots must lie between p and q. Okay, let's try to analyze this now. Now let's consider p and q consider करते हैं. Now obviously p and q are values of x, so मैं p को suppose यहाँ पे ले लेती हूँ, right? q भी यहाँ पे ले लेते हैं. Now first case consider कर लेते हैं. f of p is positive, so f of p positive. Suppose this is the point, right? f of q negative, so suppose this is the point. Now I need to have a polynomial, right? Graph of the polynomial. He says one of the roots must lie between p and q. ये दो points हैं graph of the polynomial. बनाने के लिए obviously it will be something like this, right? He says one of the roots. Now if you look carefully, this point is what? This point is lying on the x-axis. In fact, I can say that this will represent the root of the equation. Point of intersection with x-axis. That will denote, you can say, either the zero of the polynomial or root of the equation. Right? Now tell me, if this is the case, does one of the roots lie between p and q? Absolutely yes. lying between P and Q. Right? You might say, ma'am, what if the second scenario is there? Absolutely, let's consider that as well. Now, let's take f of P as negative. So, let's make another graph. Now, again, let's take P over here and let's take Q over here. Now, f of P is negative now. So, suppose this point. And f of Q is positive. So, suppose this point. Now, graph of the polynomial. Maybe it is like this. Right? One of the roots. Now check whether this thing intersects the x-axis or not. Absolutely it does. At this point, it is intersecting the x-axis. That means this is the root. So yes, one of the roots lies between P and Q. So in both the cases, I agree with this. Yes, one of the roots must lie between P and Q. This is what I mean when I say devote the time to the paragraph. Did you do this analysis? Well, I hope you did, because this is extremely important. Right? Now let's move on to the question. So let's see. Read the question. Now he says for the quadratic equation 10x squared minus 7x minus 32 equal to 0. For the quadratic equation, one of the roots must lie between the options are given, right? So he is talking about the roots lying between this. Now, first option consider kare 0 and 2. Must lie between P and Q. So, मैं P को ले लेती हूँ 0 and let's take Q as 2. Right? And let's check whether this is satisfied or not. Right? Because if it is, then I can say definitely the root will lie between 0 and 2. So, f of P into f of Q check करना है. पहले f of P निकालते हैं, as in f of 0, then f of 2. फिर इनके प्रोडक्ट का साइन चेक कर लेंगे. Now, f of 0 put करो is definitely negative. Right? f of 2 check करें, 10 into 4, 40 minus 14 minus 32, give me negative. Right? f of P into f of Q, negative होना चाहिए. ये negative into negative positive. That means this condition, I can't apply this condition. Okay. So I need to apply it. So I can't say anything about it right now. Right. So let's check the other options. -1 and 1. So let's take P as -1 and let's take Q as 1. Sign check करो. -1 put करते हैं. So 10 plus 7. Right, plus 7 minus 32, which will give me negative. And f of 1 check करते हैं, so 1 put करो यहाँ पे, that will also give me negative. Now let's check f of 1 into f of -1 into f of 1. Is this positive or negative? Negative into negative, that is positive. My condition requires negative. So again, I cannot say anything. Okay, so again rejected option. Now 3 and 4 check करें. So let's take P as 3. So f of 3 निकालते हैं. And let's take Q as f of 4. So check करें. F of 3. Now 10 into 9, that is 90 minus 21 minus 32. So definitely it is positive. Right? F of 4. So 10 into 16, 160, or ये बहुत छोटे से coefficients है, definitely positive. Right? Positive into positive. That is positive. Again, I cannot say anything. Let's check the last option. 2 and 3. So let's take P as 2. So f of 2 check करना. And Q as 3. So f of 3. Now I know that f of 2 is what? अभी निकाला था मैंने. Negative. Right? So ये negative है. F of 3. अभी निकाला था. That is positive. Now f of 2 into f of 3. Negative into positive. That will definitely be negative. So, f of 2 into f of 3 is negative. Right? This will imply that one of the roots will lie between 2 and 3. Right? So, that means option B is the correct one. So, the next one. Now, consider the polynomials 8x cubed plus 20x squared minus 114x minus 189. So So this is an equation, but my polynomial will be f of x equal to this, cubic polynomial. Right? Now, which of the following is correct? So basically, he is talking about the interval of the root. Right? So first check karte hain. Exactly one root lies between -5 and -1. Right? Now we know that if f of p into f of q is less than 0, then one of the roots must lie between p and q. अब यहाँ पे p and q, right? So let's take p as -5 and let's take q as -1. And let's check the sign of f of p into f of q, whether that is positive or negative. Right? So f of p निकालते हैं सबसे पहले. f of p का सिर्फ साइन चाहिए. So यहाँ पे f of -5 निकालते हैं. In fact, so I just need the sign. So calculation तो करनी पड़ेगी. So 8 into -125 minus 1000, right? Plus 20 into 25, that is plus 500. Then plus 114 into 5. So 100 into 5, 500 होता है, and 14, 570. So plus 570 minus 189. Right? So that is definitely negative. F of -5 is negative. Okay, so negative into, check करें. अब f of -1 निकालते हैं. हम यहाँ लिख भी देते हैं, ये negative है. Right? F of -1. So this is -8 plus 20 plus 114 minus 189. So definitely it is negative. So for p equal to -5 and q equal to -1, f of p into f of q will be negative into negative, or I can say positive, right? So if it is positive, as in greater than 0, then I can't say anything, right? Okay. So let's move on to option number B. Now exactly one root lies between -5 and 1. Again, let's consider p as -5. In fact, मैं f of -5 निकाल चुकी हूँ, and q as 1. So let's talk about f of 1. Right? Now f of 1, put करो x की जगह 1. So 8 plus 20 minus 114 minus 189, which is obviously negative. Now f of 5 into f of 1, right? Which is negative into negative, which is positive. Again, I cannot say anything. Right? Positive आ गया. ये दोनों से reject. Now C option. One root lies between -2 and 2. Now let's consider p as -2 and q as 2, and let's find f of -2, which will be, let's put, so 8 into -80 होता है, right? So -64 plus 20 into 4, so plus 40. 20 into 4 40 होता है, 80 होता है. How crazy is that? Plus 80 minus 114 into -2, so plus 228 minus 189. Right? Definitely this is positive. Done. Okay, let's find f of 2 now. Because my q is 2. So that is 64 plus 80 minus 228 minus 189, which is negative. Now as you can see, f of -2 into f of 2, is that positive or negative? Positive into negative, that is negative. That means this is less than 0. F of -2 into f of 2 is less than 0. Condition is satisfied. That means one of the roots must lie between -2 and 2. So I can say that option C is the correct one. Alright, so the next one. For the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now that means my polynomial is this. F of p into f of q is less than 0. He himself says that f of p into f of q is less than 0. That means one of the roots must lie between p and q. So one of the roots lies between p and q. P and q, right? And now he is talking about the discriminant. Now first of all, one of the roots lie between p and q. That means roots must be real, right? Now, roots must be real. So what can we say about the discriminant? That discriminant should be greater than 0, right? Or I can say b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. since I know that roots exist. So that means option B is the correct one. Alright, so the next one. For equation this, too many conditions are there, right? We need to talk about the other root of the equation, right? Okay, now first of all, equation is this, and A is given to be greater than 0. Now, if I try to imagine the graph of it, right, because too many conditions are given, I have to use the graph, otherwise it will be very complicated to imagine. Right. So, if I draw the graph of this and I know that A is greater than 0, that means I will have a parabola opening upwards. Right. Parabola opening upwards. Note it down. Right. Now, he says P is greater than 0, Q is less than 0. So, Q is some negative quantity. So, maybe here. And P is positive. So, maybe here. Right. F of P is greater than 0. So, F of P is what? Positive. So maybe here. F of Q is negative, so maybe here. Right? These two points. One of the roots must lie between P and Q. Understood. Right? I need to talk about the other roots. So if I can draw appropriate parabolas, I can find the position of the other root as well. Right? Now, this is my point. These two are my points, and parabola opening upwards. So how I can draw the parabola? Let's see. Now, maybe my parabola is something like this. Right? Maybe it looks something like this. Now, I don't need to talk about the root which lies between P and Q. I don't need to talk about this. I need to talk about the other root. Now, other root is here. Right? Now, is this root? Is it less than 0, greater than, less than Q, greater than Q, or greater than P, or whatever? You need to see. Now, as you can see, this root is definitely less than Q, right? Less than Q. Now, that means option A seems to be correct. But let's imagine another parabola. Let's see what happens. Now, suppose, in दोनों के बीच में से बनाना ना. So, maybe my parabola looks something like this. Right? So again, one root lies between P and Q. This is the root. I am talking about the other root. Right? Now, other root is here. Again, this root is less than Q. So, no matter what, since I know that the parabola is opening upwards, the other root will be less than Q. So, I can say that option A is the correct one. Alright, so now we are moving on to case study 2, which I think is quite interesting. No, I think both of the case studies are brilliant. I enjoy that. Right. Now, case study 2, obviously there are diagrams in that, there are figures in that, which of course I can't draw it on the board. So, please take out your paper and keep that in front of you. Right. So, the question is a linear equation in 3 variables ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. It represents a plane. Linear equation in 3 variables. It will represent a plane, right? Just like linear equation in 2 variables represents a line, a linear equation in 3 variables will represent a plane. And we know what a plane is, right? It is plane surface which extends indefinitely in all the directions, right? Okay. Now, if we consider a system of 3 equations in 3 variables, now you need to consider 3 equations. This will represent a plane. This will represent a plane, this will represent a plane. So basically you will be getting 3 planes, right? It will represent a system of 3 planes in space. Perfect. Now in the diagram, if you can see, there are interactions given between these planes, right? So in the first diagram, that is marked 1, of course, because it is first, right? It says consistent system, that is unique solution. As you can see, all the 3 planes intersect in just one point. That is why there is just one solution, unique solution, and the system is consistent. Okay. In second and third figure, you can see the system is consistent and infinite solutions. Now, figure number 2, you can see that the 3 planes intersect in a line, right? So that means all the points on the line, those are the solutions. And we know that there are infinite points on the line, so that's why infinite solutions, right? In figure 3, as you can see that the three planes are coincident. So obviously there will be infinite solutions there. Perfect. Now, as you can see in 4th, 5th and 6th, inconsistent system, that is no solution. Right? In figure 4, three planes are parallel, so that means obviously कोई intersection नहीं है, so no solution. In figure 5th, the intersection line of the two planes and the intersection line of the other two planes, those are different, right? So intersect same पे नहीं कर रहे हैं, so that is why no solution. And 6th, obviously two planes are equal and the third plane is intersecting them. अब two planes parallel होना चाहिए, equal किससे? Two planes are parallel, that means कोई solution तो वैसे ही नहीं होगा, right? There is no point which lies on this plane as well as on this plane. Parallel है, common point नहीं है. So that is why no solution. And since solution is not there, that means inconsistent system. So this you must have realized when you looked at the diagram, right? Now let's come to question number 18. Which of the following corresponds होना चाहिए with an S to figure 1. Now figure 1 check करें. Now figure 1 is of consistent system, that too of unique solution. That means I am looking for a system which will give me a unique solution. So that means if I solve it, मेरे पास सिर्फ एक triplet आना चाहिए, as in one value of x, y and z, a triplet. Right? Okay. So let's look at the equations and let's use common sense. Right? Now the first one, x plus y plus z equal to 1. And the second equation is 2x plus 2y plus 2z equal to 2. Now if you look carefully, this equation is nothing but the same equation. Just 2 से multiply किया हुआ. So basically these two equations are same. That the planes must be what? Must be coincident. Right? Okay. And let's look at the third. 3x plus 3y plus 3z equal to 3. Just look at this equation and this equation. And multiply this equation by 3 and written down this equation. Right? So that means all these three will represent coincident planes. And coincident planes will give me infinite solutions. And I want unique solution. Unique solution चाहिए. Okay. Now, at least option A तो नहीं है, we know that. So option A rejected. Let's come to option B. Now, अब इसमें मुझे कोई dependency नहीं दिखनी, no dependency amongst the coefficients, so that means I have to solve it. Now you will say, ma'am, how we will solve a system of three equations? By Gaussian elimination, the most beautiful method, right? Okay, so my system is 5x minus y plus 4z equal to 5. Then इसको पहले लिखो, I don't know, ऐसे मेरी मर्जी, इसको पहले लिख लेते हैं 5x minus 2y plus 6z equal to minus 1 and last 2x plus 3y plus 5z equal to 2. I written this together because यहाँ पे 5 5 which looks better, right? Now remember how did we proceed in Gaussian elimination? We made a equation which had x, y and z. Then the second equation just consisted of y and z and the third just of z. So first equation तो ठीक है, x, y and z. Second equation में I just need y and z. That means I need to eliminate x. So x eliminate करना है यहाँ से. What I can do is, as you can see, 5 5. What I'll do is, instead of this equation, I will do this. 5x minus 2y plus 6z equal to minus 6 था. अब इसमें से subtract कर देते हैं ये 5x minus y plus 4z equal to 5. Because जैसे मैं subtract करती हूँ, sign change, sign change, sign change. This will get cancelled, right? So this is minus y plus 2z equal to minus 6. This we did in the first reading, so it should not be an issue. Right, so I'll write this equation instead of the second equation. Right, so this is minus y plus 2z equal to minus 6. Right, okay, so second equation is fine. Now, this is done, this is done. Now, the last thing I just need z. But मेरे पास x भी है, मेरे पास y भी है. So first, let's try to eliminate what? Let's try to eliminate x. अब वो एलिमिनेट करना है, यहाँ पे 2 है, यहाँ पे 5 है. अब कोएफिशिएंट्स इक्वल बनाने के लिए फर्स्ट आई नीड टू मल्टीप्लाई दिस बाय 5. दैट विल बी 10x plus 15y plus 25z equal to 10. Then I need to multiply this by 2. Right? So that I get 10x minus 2y plus 8z equal to 10. Now let's subtract. Sign change. This gets cancelled. This is 17y plus 25 minus 8. So 17z equal to 0. Ah, such a nice equation. Y plus z equal to 0. Right? So my third equation becomes this, y plus z equal to 0. So I'll write that y plus z equal to 0. Right? Get elimination of it. Now there is one step left now. Which is z chahiye tha. That means I need to eliminate y as well. But y बहुत easily eliminate hota hua dikh raha hai. If I add the two equations, the third equation will become what? 3z equal to minus 6. So third equation becomes this. So write down 3z equal to minus 6. Right? Now I can solve this system of equations, not a big deal. Right? So from here I can say z is equal to minus 2. Substitute the value of z over here and let's get the value of y. So minus y, 2 into minus 2 minus 4 equal to minus 6. So minus y equal to minus 2, or I can say y is equal to 2. Now substitute these two values in the first equation, which is this one. So 5x minus 2 plus 4 into minus 2, so that is minus 8 equal to 5. So 5x equal to 15, so x equal to 3. Right? So I have a solution. I have the solutions x equal to 3, y equal to 2 and z equal to minus 2. This is the solution of this system of equations. And since it is a unique solution, I can say that option B is the correct one. आगे वाली check नहीं करूँगी. Now, Gaussian elimination is done in this manner. Obviously, if you want to eliminate, बहुत से ways होते हैं solve करने के, not a big deal. What you can do is, you can eliminate z from here, you'll get an equation in xy. Right? You can eliminate z from here, you'll get an equation in xy. You have two linear equations in two variables, you can get the value of x and y. Right? That is also the way of finding the solution. But personally, I think Gaussian elimination is beautiful. That's why I prefer it. Alright, so question number 19. Again, this is the case study one, and we will be using common sense again. Right, now consider the three planes. Right, which of the following is correct? First is three planes are parallel, three planes are coincident, three planes intersect only at one point, two planes are parallel, and the third is intersecting them. Now, first of all, if I ask you, three planes are parallel, that is figure number 4. Right, so we understand that. Three planes are coincident, that means figure number 3. Three planes intersect only at one point, that is figure number 1, good. Then two planes are parallel and third is intersecting them, that is figure number 6. So I can visualize it. Cool. Now I need to see which of the 4 options satisfy for this system. Now if you look carefully, this is 2x plus y minus 3z equal to 5. Second equation is 4x plus 2y minus 6z equal to 8. Now just look at it. 2, 4. Double हो रहा है. 1, 2. Double हो रहा है. Minus 3, minus 6. Again double up. 5, 8. यहाँ पे double नहीं हुआ. Can you tell me what kind of planes would they be? Definitely they would be parallel. Right? Come on. Common sense. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2 not equal to D1 by D2. Definitely these planes are parallel. Right? Okay. So that means planes are parallel. So या तो option A होगा या option D होगा. These two are already rejected. Now let's see. Three planes are parallel वाला option. Now the third plane x minus z plus x minus 5 plus z equal to 0. I need to see whether this plane is parallel to these two planes or not. As you can see, 4, 1. 4 by 1. This is 2 by minus 1. ये तो वैसे ही खत्म हो गया. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That means definitely these two planes are not parallel. Right? अब ये parallel नहीं है, obviously वो भी parallel नहीं होंगे. So option A is also rejected. So option D is the correct one. Right. So the next one. Now, consider the system of equations. You need to tell me which of the following is true. So, consistent system with infinite solution, inconsistent system, consistent system, consistent system. Alright. So, number of solutions देखते हैं. Now, let's look at the equation. अब इसमें से अगर मैं coefficients check करूँ, definitely these two are not parallel, right? And if I look at these two are also not parallel. ये भी parallel नहीं है, right? Parallel नहीं है, coincident भी नहीं है. That means मुझे solve तो करना पड़ेगा. I can't eliminate anything, right? So let's solve it. System of equations. Let's see. So 3x plus 2y minus z equal to 6. Then minus 2x plus 2y plus z equal to 3. Then x plus y plus z equal to 4. X plus y plus z equal to 4. Now, because I'm smart, no, I should not say that. Okay, there's a reason why I have kept this as first, because मुझे Gaussian elimination करनी है, right? So I need to have a system which looks like this. पहले मैं x से eliminate करूँगी. Now x का coefficient अगर 1 है, so it is easier to eliminate, right? So let's see. Now first one is fine, x, y, z, x, y, z. Now in the second one, I want just y and z, and here it has x as well. So that means I need to eliminate x, right? Okay, so I'll write my second equation, 3x plus 2y minus z equal to 6. Now as you can see, the coefficient of x is 1 over here, so I need to multiply this by 3. So 3x plus 3y plus 3z equal to 12. Right, so let's subtract it. So obviously this gets cancelled. This is minus y minus 4z equal to minus what? 6. Yes. So minus तो common लेने आती है. यहाँ पे आ गया plus. The second equation becomes y plus 4z equal to 6. Y plus 4z becomes equal to 6. Right. The second equation I have rectified. Now let's come to the third equation. I want just z. So I need to eliminate x as well as y. So पहले x करते हैं. Now as you can see, coefficient of x is 1. So I know what I have to do. So पहले तो ये लिखूँ minus 2x plus 2y plus z equal to 3. Multiply this equation by minus 2. So minus 2x minus 2y minus 2z equal to minus 8. Right? Obviously, तो 2 से भी multiply कर सकते थे. That would have been easier. 2 से multiply कर सकते हैं. Yeah. Multiply the first equation by 2. So 2x plus 2y plus 2z equal to 8. Now first thing is, मत क्या करो minus से multiply, negative sign करते करते भूल जाते हैं. I usually do that. So positive number से कर लिया करो, so it's better, right? So x को eliminate करना है. Let's add the equation. So this becomes 4y plus 3z equal to 11. So third equation becomes this: 4y plus 3z equal to 11. Right? So next I need to eliminate what? I need to eliminate y from here. Right? So write down 4y plus 3z equal to 11. Now y coefficient same करना है, so multiply this equation by 4. So 4y plus 16z equal to 24. So subtract, subtract, subtract. Right? So this gets cancelled. I get minus 13z equal to minus 13. Right? So that is my third equation. So minus third, अच्छा इसको भी लिख लें, z equal to 1 आ गया basically. Z equal to 1. Right? So that's it. My pretty Gaussian elimination has given me this system which I can easily solve. So z equal to 1. Y क्या होगा? Y plus 4 equal to 6. So y is 2. So put the value of y and put the value of z in the first equation. Right? So this is x plus 2 plus 1 equal to 4. So x will turn out to be 1. So my solution is x equal to 1, y equal to 2 and z equal to 1. So you got just one solution when we solve the system of equations. Right? One solution मिला तो definitely consistent होगा. Right? Consistent system with infinite ये तो नहीं होगा. Consistent system with unique solution. So that is option C. Right? And this concludes our paper. So I hope you noted down how to attempt the objective type part. Now some of you perform well, some of you are not performing up to the well in the objective part. I think it is high time that we know how to attempt it. Right? I think 6 months have gone now. So please do take note of points which you need to incorporate in your preparation as well as in your test, right? So I hope you really like the case study part. That is always interesting. So that's it. Thank you, and I will see you next time.